Hello, hello. Chicken fritters today. Yes, that's correct.
I really need you to hear what I'm saying.
Cool, so it looks like everybody's ready to get started. So get yourself a chopping board, red pepper. Basically cut your red pepper into really tiny little pieces. Dice it basically, okay, into tiny little pieces. You want to go pretty thin with your strips. So we want the sweetness from the red pepper in this dish, and I think it goes really well with the chicken. Okay, but if you like green peppers and you like that tanginess from green peppers, you can use green, you can use yellow, but like I said, I like red ones because they're nice and sweet. Red pepper into your bowl. So we're gonna start with some sweet corn and some fresh coriander. I've got mine already in a bowl here. So my coriander, I normally buy it fresh and then chop it up and freeze it. So that's why I've got frozen coriander. So you need like 2 tablespoons of that fresh coriander, okay? And then I've also got like a handful of sweet corn, and that all goes in as well, okay? Okay, so we're gonna add all our spices in now. A teaspoon of your curry powder. I'm using medium curry powder. You can use whatever suits you. I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of salt, and I might adjust it later depending on how salty you like it. You can do this to taste. We're going to go in with a teaspoon of crushed black pepper, so it's not the fine stuff, it's slightly coarser, so a teaspoon of that. Okay, now we are going in with coriander powder, so also a teaspoon. Last but not least, for the spices, a teaspoon of red chili flakes. So once you've got all your spices in there, you're going to go in with a couple of tablespoons of lemon juice. You can use freshly squeezed lemon juice if you like, or you can just use it from the bottle, whatever you prefer. A couple of tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm going to grate some cheese in there. You need roughly like a handful of grated mature cheddar. I like to use cheddar because I think it gives a really nice cheesy flavour. So just grate some in until you think it looks like a handful. No specific measurement, guys. If you like it more cheesy, you can add more cheese in by all means. There we go, that looks like a handful to me. I like to use fresh cheddar and then grate it in myself, not pre-grated. The pre-grated stuff is okay as well, but it's just because it has potato starch in it, it's not as nice as fresh cheese. So it's better if you use fresh cheese and then grate it in. Then we're going to go in with our eggs. So we need 2 eggs, and this is going to help bind everything together. So just crack them straight in. So literally just a splash of milk. There we go. So that is it for now. We're going to put this to the side. We're going to cut up our chicken and we add that to it and then mix it all up, okay? I've got a full chicken breast piece. All we need to do is just dice this into really small cubes, the same way we dice the pepper. So I'm going to cut it into 3 strips first. You need a sharp knife to do this, okay? Put your hand on top, and you want to cut it into a thin fillet first using your knife. Okay, so you've got 1 fillet. Alternatively, you could just buy 3 chicken fillets if you want to. It's roughly the same amount of chicken. And just fillet the second piece, so cut that second piece in half again. Okay, so that way you get 3 thin pieces like this. Okay, and then you're going to cut each of those into small cubes. Okay, so basically you just want to cut it really thin strips like this. Can you see about that size? So cut it into thin strips first. Just keep it all together. That'll be easier to cut that way, okay? Right, I'm just going to turn the chopping board around just so it's easier to cut the other side. And then you just cube it all up. So make sure your strips are together. And it helps if your knife is sharp as well. Just cut it into cubes. So that's all the chicken cubed up, and then that goes into your bowl. Pretty much the whole prep done, so there's not much to it, guys. And now I like to get my hand stuck in there to mix it all together, because it's the best way to do it, just to make sure that everything is all mixed in well together, okay? Now we're going to add in some plain flour. So we only need enough flour to bind the whole mixture together, okay? So I'll start off with a few tablespoons and then mix it in and then see if I need some more, okay? That obviously needs some more. But you want to just basically get some of the mixture in your hand and then just see if it joins together like that. If you think it needs a little bit more flour still, you can add some more, okay? You need a little bit of water in a bowl just to stop it sticking to your hands. So wash your hands obviously, get some water in a little bowl. You want to put your frying pan on a high heat to start with to heat up your oil. You want to put a few tablespoons of oil in there, okay? Just enough to cover the bottom of your pan because we're shallow frying these. So now that oil's heated up, I'm going to put it down to a medium heat because I don't want them to burn. So I'm going to dip my hand into the water, get some water on my hands just to dampen them, okay, just so that the mixture doesn't stick to my hands. Get like a 2 tablespoons of the mixture in my hand, squash it down to form like a patty as well as you can, okay? And then you just basically place that into your oil gently, don't burn yourself. And if you feel like your mixture's too loose, you can always add a bit more flour to it if you need to. And they're not going to be completely round, but they're just going to be like that, okay? I probably can fit about 3 into my frying pan. And you basically want to fry them on a medium heat for a few minutes on each side, just until they go like a light golden brown colour and the chicken's cooked. So they're frying away, and then I'm going to flip them and then gently just flip, okay? Just flip them over onto the other side. Let them cook on the other side. Just do that to each one. So a couple of minutes on each side, and then I'll take them out and show you what they look like. So you want to get yourself a plate prepared with some kitchen paper on. I'll show you what they look like on this side. So they've gone like a golden brown colour. Other side just needed a little bit longer. So let's cook them a little bit longer on that side. Right, so once they're ready, put them onto some kitchen paper to drain the excess oil. And this is optional, but I really like the taste. You want to get a little bit of lemon juice, just a little sprinkle on top of each one again. And this just gives it a really nice, just a few drops, okay, on each one. And the lemon juice kind of seeps through when it's warm, and then it gives it a really nice tangy bite to it when you eat it. But that is optional. You don't have to add lemon juice onto them. That is completely optional. Okay, so they need to be like a dark golden brown colour, like so. And let's have a look at what they look like inside. Okay, so this is what they look like. Break into one. So as you can see, the chicken is fully cooked. It's white, which means it's cooked through. Let's take a bite. Oh God. So look how juicy that chicken breast can usually be really dry. It can be very dry, but in this recipe, guys, look at the moisture. Oh, so good. Bismillah. So good, guys. I'm going to try this. Very good. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and have a great day. Let me know if you try the recipe. Send me pictures. I love seeing them. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. Bye, everyone. Bye.